Welcome to What's the Move, Episode 3. I'm Dhruv.
Yeah, episode. I'm Mudit.
I'm Krish.
Today's episode is going to be a little different. In honor of May being Mental Health Awareness Month, we wanted to talk for a little bit about mental health. We wanted to raise awareness. Just wanted to talk about it in general because, not even just because it's May, but just because mental health is an important subject in general, and it's important to raise awareness about all the different kinds of mental health conditions that people can have, and that like it's not like a bad thing if you have a mental health condition. Like you shouldn't have to feel bad about it. You shouldn't feel trapped inside that environment, inside a vicious cycle.
And the
So
big thing is, don't think you're alone because it's surprising, but a lot of people go through very similar things.
honestly, dude, a lot of the people that you would least expect to have a mental
They have it. It's because they wear a smile. They wear a smile. It's a fake smile.
Just sit back and listen to what we have to say, and crack open a cold one with the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Krish.
that's perfect.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
Is it
Shotgun?
drill?
You're gonna shotgun it?
No, I'm not gonna shotgun it. All right, no. Anyway, yeah, no. Drew was right. Mental health is a serious issue, and just listen to what we have to say. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
So in a time like coronavirus quarantine and everything, a lot of people, especially people that already have a mental health condition, um, being stuck inside with your own thoughts for such a long extended period of time, it can feel suffocating. And even for those who don't have a mental condition, it can still feel suffocating. And like the important thing to remember is that it's okay. Like no matter what, like if you have depression, bipolar disorder, um, even if you're just feeling sad in general, like it's okay to be sad. It's okay to have those bad days. Everyone's gone through it. Like me personally, I've had periods of time where I just don't feel the motivation to do anything. I kind of just feel like sad like all the time. I'm not gonna say I have depression or anything like that. I've never been diagnosed or I've never seen anyone about it. But I've had those periods of time where I just didn't like the motivation to do anything just wasn't there. I was kind of just like drifting through everything. Like nothing really seemed to matter to me. And the important thing to remember is that one, you're not alone. Like you always have people to talk to. It could be your parents, it could be a teacher, it could be a sibling, it could be a friend, um, even a relative. But it's important that you have that one person you can confide in and talk to about your issues because honestly it helps a lot. Me personally, I'm not really the type to open up, but when you do, it helps not only like you're building a relationship with that other person that you can count on, but you're also helping get your problems out into the open, which helps get rid of those like the tension and everything.
Oh yeah, and yeah. I mean, like for me, I'm the type of dude to like black everything out and just like push it to the side. And I'm not saying do that. Don't do that. Like it's not healthy. Like I'm trying to open up more, but I mean, like here and there, like there's points where I just don't speak at all, and I'm just like, um, especially like in moments of anxiety, um, it really just makes it really hard to open up to people. But one thing I will say, like I know it's hard to open up to someone and like let someone help you because it just is like telling someone about your problems, like that's like a big thing. And like all I'm saying is just like make sure it's someone you can trust and not someone that's just gonna blow it over and not really gonna care
Yeah, you
because
need to, like bottling up, I do that a lot too, and it's definitely like it's not a solution. It doesn't help, and I know like it's easier said than done to open up. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of trust to do that with someone. But once you do, like I can say from experience, it helps a lot. Like
It
opening
really
up to
does.
that one person, it just like one thing you're getting like a control over your feelings. You're learning how to talk about them, and that also helps with getting better because now you can understand what's wrong and you can move toward fixing it. Moody,
So
you want to?
yeah. So for me, I have really bad anxiety. Like I can overthink something to like the max, and I'll stay thinking about it for days. So like for the past couple of weeks, I've been seeing a psychologist, which, okay, for the past couple months, I haven't been in the best spot mentally.
Hmm.
I've accepted that, but I've just been seeing a psychologist. I have friends that I can open up to, and it's really helped. It really has. Like Dhruv is one of them. I really opened up to him in the past
Yeah, and
couple
like,
weeks.
um, I mean, like I said it before, but like it's really important to stress the fact that you should open up to as many people as you want. Just make sure they're people that you can trust, and it doesn't always have to be like a teacher, an adult. If you have a friend that you trust, a friend that won't betray you, like tell your issues to other people, then it's okay because honestly, people don't realize it, but speaking to teenagers is really helpful because people understand, like we all understand what we're going through as like teenagers. Because in reality, like adults, sometimes they may not understand our problems, or like it may seem trivial to them because like things were different for them. You can't hold that against them, but at the same time it can also be harder to confide in them. But trust me, like if you want to like open up to your parents stuff, you can build that relationship. That's a really good way to go too, because there's nobody you can trust more than your parents.
Really. But for me, I don't know. I have an issue opening up to my parents. I don't know why. It's easier for me to talk to my friends about my things than
Yeah, definitely,
parents.
for
So
sure.
yeah,
Because it's just because there's I feel like every kid has a predisposed mental block when
yeah,
it
with
comes
their
to talking to
parents.
their parents, just because sometimes it can be uncomfortable. Sometimes you may feel like they won't understand, and just talking to a kid, like kids understand kids,
That's
teenagers
true.
like teenagers understand teenagers. Everyone seems to be going through the same kind of thing. Like it just helps talking to someone you can relate more to.
Yeah, they might like parents like they can give it their all, but I find more like helpful when I talk to a friend because I don't know.
When you want to
When I
get
talk,
something out and vent, like for me, talking to a friend helps because they'll be like, yeah, like I get what you mean. But I feel like if I was looking for advice about something, I would go to like my parents or like an adult guidance counselor or something like that.
For me, I mean, like I said, like I'm really bad with opening up. Like it takes a lot. So I sometimes don't like. I'm very like I've gotten pretty good at compartmentalizing my feelings. Yeah, and like keeping them in check. But there are points where like I am just like all over the place, really bad anxiety, don't feel like opening up. So what I do is I write them down on a paper. And
I
I'm
too.
telling you, it doesn't matter what form. It can be in music form or just poetry or literally anything. As long as if you write them down, like for me, like that helped me like tremendously. Like just knowing that it's out here on this blank piece of paper with all of my feelings, and like it just made me like I can just crumple it all up and just throw it away, forget about all those bad thoughts, and I can start fresh. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what helps me.
I was in a bad spot. I mean, I've been in like I told you guys, like sometimes I have those spots where I just like it just sucks for me all around. I can't seem to do things right. And for me, uh, writing music really helped. Like writing down my thoughts into lyrics, expressing my feelings, and honestly, that helped me grow as a lyricist too. Because when you can express one form of feeling like to the max, like when you get really good at writing down that one specific feeling, first of all, it gets rid of the bad feeling. Second of all, it opens you up to new feelings. So now I can express a bunch of different types of feelings, and I can write all types of lyrics, and now like it's helped me a lot. And another thing that's important to remember is that there are going to be setbacks. Like overcoming a mental health disorder can be hard, and you will face setbacks, you will face like obstacles, but as long as you keep pushing through, as long as you have the will to get past it, like there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Facts, facts, facts. Yeah, I write my things down in music, but I'm saying if you're
I just write
you
out
know
my like how I'm feeling, like
yeah,
straight
that's
up
like
Great
and
words.
on a piece of paper, straight words, and then I crumple it
yeah
up and throw it out. Or in my notes on my phone, and I just like delete it. But that's it's one or the
yeah,
other.
but
It's
that's
just
like
getting it out.
yeah, and like also like one thing that we really want to like spread is that like our DMs are open if you want
Yeah,
to talk to us. Like
everyone.
Any one of us.
anyone, you can be anyone. You can have a problem with me. I don't care. Like you can always talk to me. Um like these two know, like, I'm actually like pretty good at giving advice, and like, um, I'm very like, I'm trustworthy. Like, I can, if you want me to just never speak about it again, I will. Like, I know how hard it is to even like send a text message to someone.
Yeah, it can
So
be really hard to talk about your feelings. Like, it, it's hard doing it to someone that you know. Like, I feel like maybe it would be easier for people to talk about it
To a
to someone.
stranger.
Yeah. So like Krish said, like my DMs, they're always open. If anyone ever needs to reach out, like please feel free. Even if you don't want like advice or anything, if you just need like a listening ear, someone to make you feel better, tell you jokes, anything like that, like I can do that. I'm here for everybody. Um, my friends, people I don't know, like if like I said, like Krish said, if you guys ever need anything, like my DMs are open. So don't hesitate to talk to someone. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be me, but
yeah, like we're not saying like only talk to us. We're saying like we
Any
are,
one of us,
yeah, like,
we're an option if you want to.
yeah, like we're an option. Like, I can, like, I have my experiences I could share. I'm sure they have their experiences they could share, if like obviously within reason and comfortability. But I'm I know what it's like, and I'm 100% willing to help you, as long like you texting me, like that makes me feel um
it
like
makes me
I'm
feel good.
like it makes me feel good. Yeah, like knowing that there's someone out there that wants me to build a connection of trust with them.
And honestly, like even if you're not suffering from like a mental condition, even if you don't have an issue,
If you're just sad, you can.
if even if you're just sad, and what I was gonna say is, if everyone did this for everyone they knew, like the world would be in a much better place. Like we should get rid of the toxicity and replace it with all of us supporting one another, all communities, all types of people should just support each other, build off of each other. It would create a really good environment. So even if nothing's wrong with you, there may be something wrong with someone that you don't know. And just because they don't tell you doesn't mean that nothing's wrong. So everyone should be open to helping everybody out, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, if you're not comfortable with it, like you're not comfortable with like having people DM you, you don't have to do that. But
Yeah.
every once in a while, just check up on your friends, ask them how they're doing, ask them how their day was. Like a little goes a long way, especially with like mental health. Just being nice to someone,
Just
saying
being
hello,
there for somebody.
yeah, because you never know who's going through what, who's like what is happening with anybody until they talk about it.
Facts.
Yeah,
And I feel
like,
like when people bottle things in, you can bottle it up to an extent, but everyone has a breaking point. And like when you hit that breaking point, it's not good on your mental health for sure.
but
So it's a lot better to like,
And we're all speaking from experience on that.
yeah,
yeah,
definitely from
but
experience.
one thing I really want to push out, like I really want to push this out and send this message: do not rely on any type of drug or anything to make you feel better.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
no, like
100%.
I'm telling you guys from experiences, I mean this so seriously, it never helps. Okay, you're gonna rely on it even more to just feel one certain type of way. Never ever think that drugs are the only option.
Turning to
Because,
drugs, alcohol, self-harm. I know that like this is a sensitive subject, but self-harm, guys, it's not gonna help. I'm not speaking from experience, but I know people, and it didn't, like they told me themselves, like it didn't help. And honestly, like speaking
It's
for your,
not worth it.
it's
It's
not
not
worth
worth
it.
it.
You as
Speaking
users,
from experience, it's
you
not.
you 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 have so much to live for. Like yes, things may be terrible in the moment, but you're gonna find someone that is going to be there for you. Like I'm there for you if you're going through something and you need to talk about it. Like instead of going through the self-harm route, like hit me up, just text me, be like, hey, I don't know you, but I need to talk about something, and I'm gonna be there for you no matter what.
oh God, like, and also like I know it's like a really touchy subject, but suicide, not not even an option.
You
Like,
guys, like, people don't realize it, but teenagers have the highest suicide rate out of everybody in this country. So, and the sad part about it is, like, teenagers are young. Like, we have a lot to live for. Like, you guys are gonna, like I said it before, I can't stress this enough. Like, you guys are gonna find something. There is light at the end of every tunnel. Things will get better at some point. you just have to push through it. And I know it's easier said than done, but like just figure out, you just talk to somebody, get something out. Okay?
Find
Because
that.
what you don't
Find
realize,
that.
yeah. Go.
Find that motivation. Find that fire inside you. That's just like I wanna do this, and I wanna prove. Like for me, I like to prove people wrong. That's like my drive. Like you tell me I can't do something, I will prove to you I can do it. But I mean that's just for me. But you find that fire, that motivation that just makes you want to even go harder and makes you want to pull through. I'm telling you, it's game over after that. Like yeah, like in the best shape. And like another thing that is really big with mental health that like some of us may or may not have experiences is bullying. Okay, I for one will never in my life be a fan of bullying because of my experiences that I've had. Like it is not something to tear someone's self-esteem down because they'll eventually break. Like
People don't realize how that damages a person. Like
Really?
like you and a couple of your friends can like gang up on someone and stuff, and to you guys it's just a joke. But in reality, like being
And
on their
people carry that around for their whole lives.
it messes people up,
Yeah,
honestly.
it does.
Like
And bringing someone else down doesn't bring you up.
just like how a little goes a long way in helping someone, a little can go a long way in breaking someone down too. A couple harsh words that someone's sensitive about, or even like they may not be sensitive about it until you say it to them. Like that breaks a person down for real. And that's not okay. Like it's a different situation if the other person knows you're joking and you guys are tight, like you can poke fun at your friends. But especially like people you don't know coming after them like that, that's not okay.
same
And
with the same with the cyberbullying. Like it's not even like just in real life.
like
Bro,
Everywhere. It's everywhere.
how are
like
you gonna
cyberbullying, like
you can't
it's it's like not in real life. Like it's out there, and like even if you're doing it over text, like I mean, it's still like connected to something.
for one thing, in my opinion, it's worse. Because for one, you're hiding behind a screen. Second of all, especially if you're hating on someone on a social media platform, you're putting it out there for the entire world to see.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you call someone ugly on one of their TikToks or like their Instagram or something. They there are more than it's more than between you and them at that point. Like sometimes bullying happens in a public environment, but real life bullying is also like a one-to-one thing. Okay, but cyberbullying, people people who don't know that person may come across the account and see it. So that's even more people than the people that already follow the person, follow you. Like that kind of stuff gets carried around.
And that's
And like,
go ahead.
no, you go ahead. I kind of lost my thought.
Yeah, my bad. That's like you said, like I think it's worse. Like it's not some like bullying in general. Like it's not something you mess around with because like I can tell you from experience, like it messes with you like hard. And there's like this one point where like I'll say that I got one time in 8th grade, I got tied to a tree with my arms up like this. Like I have the picture of it, and I went home and I was like crying for like hours, like and like eventually like the it was like and then like the time it was go time to, when it was time to go back to school, I I was pissed, sad, and I stood up to my bully, maybe not in the best way possible. May have broken his nose. I don't know if I actually broke his nose, but I definitely punched him in the face. But I stood up for myself, and it was like the best thing ever. And I know it's hard to stand up for yourself and like build the courage to say something back. But if you are getting bullied, please tell someone. If
If
not
you
like an adult or anything, tell a friend. And
yeah,
I'm telling you,
You need to
if
talk
that
to
friend
somebody
if
about
that friend tells an adult, do not be mad because they care for you and they want something to be done about it.
if
And
you're
I mean
too
like
scared if you're too scared to stand up for yourself, please tell someone, because someone is going to stand up for you. And yeah, you're scared, like, oh shit, like my friend told his mom, my friend told the teacher, like the bully's gonna get, like, he's gonna get back at me for this. No, the adults in the situation will make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, but please speak out if you're getting bullied. Like, don't let yourself get damaged to to so much of a point that, like, it affects you seriously mentally, like, you, to the point where you have a serious mental health condition. Even if you don't reach that point, please, like, if you're getting bullied, speak out about it. It's really important, and I can't stress that enough. Like, we can't stress that enough.
Yeah, and like even if you're like getting bullied online and if you DM us that, trust we will go off. Like
Yeah.
like
If
we
you're
will
Just
like
just
we will,
just shoot one of us a DM, and then the group will come. We're coming.
honestly,
We
bro,
got you.
if you're being cyberbullied,
you
you
got the
should
crew
do,
behind you.
you should
More
do
than just us.
one of three things, okay? Or actually, you should do all three of these things. First thing you should do, block the person. Then they can't get to you, right? If there's multiple people coming at you for something, delete the app, delete the account. I'd much rather, like, you would be much better off not being in that toxic environment than choosing to stay on an app where you're consistently getting bullied. And I know, like, it sounds like common sense, but people don't realize these things. And third, um,
And just because you do that stuff, that doesn't make you weak in any sense. Don't think
Mhm,
that. Because I know
mhm,
people would, like, I don't want to be a pussy, so I'm not going to do that.
mhm.
Stand up for yourself. If you know it's going to affect you badly, then just stay away from it.
and
Because
people who, maybe you're not getting bullied, maybe you're not a bully, but if you know someone's getting bullied, stand up for them. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah, if you don't do anything, you're part of the problem.
If
don't be a bystander.
bystanders are the worst, in my opinion. They're the worst out of everyone.
Right.
Because you're sitting behind, you're letting it happen. Maybe you're laughing.
You're the
like,
reason people can go on with it.
like, you're condoning it by not doing it. Even if you're not laughing, just by not saying anything at all, you're condoning these behaviors and these actions, and you're allowing someone to continue to get bullied, whether you realize that or not.
And like for me, like obviously like I was a victim of bullying. I did my part and I stood up for myself. But I know people won't do that. And like there have been like some times in my school where I've stood up for kids that were getting bullied because I never want to see that happen. I never wanted it to happen to me again. So I'm not gonna stand by and let it happen to someone else. That's that's just wrong. I'm a problem then.
Yeah, if you don't stop it, like Mudit said, you're part of the problem. Um, Another thing, if you are getting bullied, especially like cyber bullied, please reach out. We will stand up for you if no one else will.
You got the crew behind you, believe that.
I'm speaking for myself, speaking for them too. Like, if you guys need anything, we will stand up for you if no one else will. Cause I've never been bullied. I've been made fun of, but it wasn't to the point where it was bullying. I've never bullied anyone else, but and I don't really like bullying. Like in where I live, isn't really like a big issue. But I know that if I knew someone was getting bullied, I would do something about it. And if someone even if I didn't know someone, I would still want to do something about it, because it's not okay. Like, people need to read up, people need to get more aware about this, which is why we're recording this podcast. But mental health, like, bullying has a big impact on someone's mental health. It damages a person. I wanted to segue from bullying to another thing. Sexual assault, harassment, rape. All sensitive subjects, but these are very serious situations, very serious incidents, and especially like in times like now, we need to, like, these are like this kind of stuff happens a lot, which is really unfortunate, because in times like today, it should be like the least occurring thing. People need to be more aware. But what I wanted to say was, if you've ever been sexually assaulted, sexually abused, if you've ever been raped, please speak out, and please, like, stand up for yourself, stand up for the women around you. Men, it can happen to men too. A lot of people associate all these three things with it happening to women, But this kind of stuff can happen to guys too.
I
Like,
feel like a lot of guys just don't stand up for it because like, oh, everyone's gonna like look at me badly. They're gonna.
yeah, everyone's gonna think I'm a pussy. Like, oh, why
Yeah.
wouldn't I want it? Like, that's not a situation. Guys can get uncomfortable too, and this kind of stuff can happen to guys too, and it's really messed up. So, please, like, speak out. If you're in if any of these situations apply to you, if you have a mental health disorder, speak out, talk about it. Find someone who can help you. If you're being bullied, speak out, talk about it. Find someone that can help you. And if you've been sexually assaulted, sexually harassed, raped, anything of the sort, please like stand out.
And if you need to talk, like we said earlier, all of our DMs are open. Like I respond to every DM, basically. So
If you DM me about something dumb and like you want like a
yeah, I'll
shout out,
see it.
you want like I'm gonna read it, but I might not respond. But if there's a serious situation you need to talk about, serious feeling that you need to get out, then of course I'm 100% here. Like I'll give you guys an example. I'm not gonna say the name, but a couple weeks ago someone DM'd me, and they were like, "Hi, you're like one of my favorite people ever." So this was like one of the first like fan things that I got. I don't want to say fan because I'm not that big, but so I was like, "Okay, thank you so much." And then they were like, "No, for real, I was going through something, and you really helped me with it. Like you didn't realize it, but your content made me laugh. Like it helped me get through something that you didn't even know I was going through, and I really appreciate that." So that just kind of enlightened me, like being a positive creator, a positive influencer, just not being problematic in general. It You don't realize it, but you're having a positive effect on the people that watch your content and the people that look at you, maybe even look up to you. Like you never know. But just being a positive person in general goes a long way for sure.
For sure, for sure. No, I remember I got one of those DMs like that too, and it was like a while back, a few months ago. But like knowing that like something that I didn't even know I did, and like someone actually like said something about it to me, like it like
It's a
made me
great
want
feeling.
to like do it more so I can help more people. And like I'm always down to help. Like I I will like I will ride. I'll ride with you till the end if you trust me. Like trust goes both ways, obviously, but like
Yeah. If you need me to be there for you, I'll be there for you 100%. You need advice, I can give you advice. If you need someone to listen and just listen, I can be that person. And if you need someone just to make you laugh, make you smile, like just improve the condition of your day, like I'm there. Like don't feel free, like just shoot me a DM, just reach out to any of us.
Facts.
and yeah, and like
We gotta
obviously like
close it out soon.
and like you can add us on Snapchat too. I for me personally, I don't really add people back anymore on Snapchat, so like it'd just be better if you just like DM'd us
Yeah,
first.
for sure. If you need something, please DM me because I don't add people back on anything like Snap unless I know them. But one thing before we head out, I wanted to say we said that we will stand up for you if you need to be stood up for. But this doesn't mean if you have beef with someone, if you have an issue with someone, just be like, "Yo, can you guys like go like say something
Harass
for
them or
me?"
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
we're
that's
not gonna do
bullying.
that.
That's not what
Like
we're
when
doing. What we meant by that was if someone is bullying you, you tell us who it is and we'll tell them to stop. We're not harassing anybody. We're not going to do like a chirp session on them and just flame them. That's not what we're doing. Um, we just, we're here to be like the friends that maybe you don't like have to stand up for you. Maybe your friends won't stand up for you. So we'll be your friends and we'll be like, yo, back off. Like this isn't cool. But this isn't like a tag team that you just tag into
Just
her.
us
yeah,
just
like
go attack somebody for no
Yeah.
reason.
and like especially like yeah, like what Drew said, like if you DM me, be like, yo, I mean this dude got an issue, like can you like roast him for us? Like no, we're not here for that. Like
We're not gonna
I'm not
roast
like
each other.
I'm not gonna handle your problems for you. Like if you got a problem with someone, I do not say keep going back. All I will say to you is don't keep going back, roasting back and forth.
If you have,
Literally
if you're having, yeah, continue.
just sit down, like
Just talk it
uh
out. It's
like
so much
yeah,
easier.
just have like a civil conversation on what your problems are with each other and try to come to a compromise. And if you can't come to a compromise, just leave each other alone and let it be and just let it go.
If
Just
you're
don't
not
talk to the
coming to
person.
a compromise, back out of the situation. It's the best for the both people involved, or however many people are involved, because you're just dropping it there. People have their own time to get over the situation. So yeah. So we have to we're gonna cut this one short today. We just wanted to talk about all the different types of mental health conditions, all different types of serious conditions that can lead to a mental health condition. So yeah, just spreading awareness in general. If you ever need anything, please reach
All
out.
the Instagram accounts, our accounts are gonna be in the description of the video. So
Yeah. And
just
they're
contact
also
us.
like if you follow us on TikTok or something, my Instagram is in my
Yeah, my Instagram's on my bio.
well, we're gonna put them in the description.
Yeah, we'll put them in the description. But yeah, for sure, like trust, like we will help you anything you need. Like
And please, like even if you didn't vibe with anything we said in here, someone you might relate to some of this. So please, if you come across the video, just share it, pass the message on, and please do the same for your friends, people that you know. Just don't close yourself off, and don't live inside your own bubble. You never know what someone else is going through.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I think we're gonna cut it right there. Thank you guys for listening, and catch you
This
on the
is
next one. This is
Dhruv.
Krish,
I'm Dhruv.
I'm Mudit.
And
and we'll see y'all next time.
all right, bye.